Hey gamers and tech enthusiasts, welcome back to Resma Spot, your go-to source for all things gaming and technology. And today we are diving deep into the exciting world of storage technology with the SSD for PS5. As gamers, we all know the importance of speed, performance and storage capacity when it comes to our gaming experiences. The SSD for PS5 promises to take our gaming adventure to the next level with lightning fast load times, seamless gameplay and the ability to store more of our favorite titles than ever before. Join me as we explore the ins and outs of the best SSDs for PS5, from its innovative features to its real-world performance. We will dive into the technical specification, discuss the benefits of upgrading our storage and share tips and tricks for getting the most out of your gaming setup. But before we jump in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you'll never miss out on our latest gaming and tech content. Now let's power up our consoles and embark on a gaming journey like no other. Let's start our journey. The first of the list is the Western Digital SN850p. This SSD easily trumps as one of the top picks for the best SSD for PS5. You see its storage drive famously used by the console's architect Mark Cerny for exils like humbles of 5500 MB per second. Read requirement from Sony. And utilize a thick heatsink so that thermal throttling doesn't seem to exist in your gameplay. What's more, with this officially licensed model now on shelves, the standard non-branded heatsink model can frequently be found hovering around $130. Gone are the days when a drive like this will run you upwards of $300. Yeah, I definitely miss spending a lot of greenbacks on hardware. With that said, there's never been a better time to consider a drive for your machine, as even an extra terabyte will pass the amount of usable storage on your system. Nevertheless, the WD Black SN815 delivers on its lofty promises by achieving 6550 MB per second in Sony's own internal benchmarking. It's a feat that goes to show just how well constructed the drive is with the in-house controller and SanDisk flash memory, easily able to keep up with some of the best in the industry close to 2 years after its introduction. Talk about being ahead of its time. This PS5 SSD with heatsink has been especially designed for the PS5 console to be easily installed into the M2 slot. You can play directly from the drive and eliminate the need to transfer games or remove games from your console with this tested and officially approved PS5 storage expansion. The next of the list is the Samsung 980 Pro. The Samsung 980 Pro is still one of the best PS5 SSDs on the market, especially considering that the heatsink model is now widely available and frequently discounted too. While this drive may no longer be the absolute fastest Gen 4 units that you could slot into your Sony system, the overall all-star sequential rates of up to 7000 MB per second rate cannot be denied, while Gen 4 drives running the likes of E18 controller are going to offer more consistent and faster overall random performance. The Samsung 980 Pro matches the console's internal storage and is usually available substantially cheaper than your drives on the market. The addition of a dedicated heatsink custom made for the system is going to be ideal for anyone preferring the plug-in-play approach as opposed to having to go all DIY too. It is still one of the fastest drives going, offering speeds that can surpass this 7000 MB per second mark, which is frankly ludicrous but excellent for all those wanting something that will run the PS5's custom SSD as close as it can. The 980 Pro with heatsink has a thin of 8.6mm housing, which perfectly fits PS5. Its slim size and optimized power efficiency are also ideal for building high-performance PC computing and gaming systems. The next of the list is the Corsair MP600 Pro LPX. The MP600 Pro LPX Corsair is a heavy hitter in the gaming peripheral space, so it's no surprise they make a great gaming SSD. The MP600 uses the new TLC named flash for both high capacity and snappy performance. It can hit up 7000 MB per second sequential read and 6550 MB per second sequential write speeds. That's blazing fast and will help reduce game load times and texture pop in dramatically the random read and write performance. It's also excellent at 720K and 700K respectively. It uses the PCI Express Gen 4x4 interface too, so you know it's future proof for the next generation of games. Another standout feature of the MP60 Pro LPX is the low profile heatsink. This allows it to fit in laptops and compact small form factor PCs. Don't worry, the heatsink still does a great job keeping temperatures down during intense gaming seasons. It also has dynamic SLC caching, which allocates a portion of the name as faster SLC memory depending on the workflow. This improves burst performance to minimize daughter's reliability. Is also excellent thanks to the IDPC error correction and data fast production. The high 1.6 million hour mean time between failures rating overall. The Corsair MP60 Pro LPX is an exceptionally fast, reliable SSD perfect for gaming. The low profile design gives you more compatibility options too. The next of the list is the XPG GAMX S70 blade. The XPG GAMX 70 blade is a surefire success for a budget SSDs for PS5. That's because it's comparatively priced when compared to its rival while performing just as strongly as some of the flagship models. In our roundup, we found that this drive clocked in at 6384 MBs, which is actually slightly faster than what the brand claims. It's possible from this model. Analyzing the build quality of the XPG GAMX S70 blade is where the more humble pricing becomes apparent. That's because the low profile heatsink, while sturdy enough, isn't as robust as what you will find from the likes of Kingston and Samsung for instance. However, considering that the 1TB version costs just $99.99 and the 2TB comes in at only $149.99, it's something we feel can be overlooked. Performance is the most important factor with the SSDs for PS5, and the XPG GAMX S70 blade is no slouch where speed is concerned. We were impressed to see some top-end games loading faster on this PS5 SSD than with the console's native storage if you're on a tight budget. The last SSD is the Samsung 990 Pro, the ultimate Gen 4 M2 SSD that packs a powerful punch for your PS5 and PC. We'll be real with you, the 990 Pro has started to prove itself with more frequent and better discounts popping up. Now let's talk speed. The 990 Pro 2TB blew us away with its impressive 7462 MBs reads and 6877 MBs writes in our tests. This thing is the Usain Bolt of SSD, leaving competitors in the dust. It's clear that drives like this are pushing the limits of the PCIe Gen 4 interface, and Samsung is leading the charge. However, we won't pretend that the 990 Pro is without flaw. Its single queue depth 4K random access performance left us wanting a bit more. Don't get us wrong, the 80 MBs reads and 231 MBs writes are nothing to scoff at, but we were expecting a game changer in this department. And when it comes to the thermal performance, the 990 Pro mixed out at the 59 degrees C slightly, but let's be honest, these minor downsides are not deal breakers. The Samsung 990 Pro is still a top consider in the SSD market, delivering blazing fast speeds and impressive overall performance. So if you are ready to take your gaming and PC experience to the next level, this is the SSD for you. And now we are going to the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it and don't forget to subscribe the channel. Have a great time.